Namaste students, welcome back to 10th English class. Today we are going to learn a poem, The Secret of the Machines by Rudyard Kipling. The poem deals with the problem of modern technology and automation. The poet informs how the machines are produced and what kind of treatment they need. Shall we go to poem? The Secret of the Machines, Rudyard Kipling. The poem deals with the problems of modern technology and automation. In the beginning, the reader gets informed about how machines are produced and what kind of treatment they need. Afterwards, the machines explain how they can serve humanity. The poem ends with the statement that machines, although capable of great deeds, are still nothing more than creation of the human brain. Here, the secret of the machines deals with the problem of modern technology and automation. Is technology is useful for us? Yes, really, technology is useful. We can do everything with fast and speed. So, technology and automation is necessary for human life. But here, Rudyard Kipling, in the beginning, the reader gets informed about how machines are produced. Here, machines are talking to us. We are informed how the machines are produced. First stanza, poet is telling how machines are produced and what kind of treatment they need. Afterwards, machine explains how they can serve. Then machines explain how they are serving humanity, how they are serving people. The poem ends with the statement that machines, although capable of great deeds, last stanza, poet explains machines are doing great deeds, but it is nothing more than creation of the human brain. Shall we go to poem? We were taken from the orbit and the mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cut and filled and tooled and gauged to fit. Here, machines are talking to us. We refers to machines. The poet says, through machines, we were taken from the orbit and the mine, where we are getting metals. We are getting metals from ore mines. Thurangam. We are getting metals from orbit. So, machines are telling we were taken from orbit. Using the metal only we are building the machines. So, machines are saying we were taken from orbit and the orbit or mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. Can you say some names of some metals we are getting from mines? Yes, steel, copper, nickel, lead, tin, aluminium, gold. These are some of the metals that we are obtained from the ores and mines. Here the poet is saying the machines are produced and we are taken from orbit or mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. We are getting some metals from ore mines, and then what we are doing? We are taken from orbit and mined in the furnace. Then they were cast. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cast through and wrought. We are get shaped and hammered. If you go to a carpenter's shop, you can see how the iron things are shaping, the knife and all. They are hammering. What is hammering? Sutti vechi adikkunada hammering. So, here machines are saying we are taken from the ore mine or orbit. Then we are shaped. We are hammered. First they were cast in the pit. They were beaten out of the shape by hammering. How they are getting shape? They undergone hammering. சுத்தி வச்சு அடிச்சு shape பண்ணுறாங்க machines. We were cut and filed and tooled and gauged to feed. Then we were tooled and gauged to feed. Then only. See, first stanza, machines are explaining how they were originated, how they were built. We were taken from the orbit and the mine. Here, what does we refer to? Machines. Machines are saying they were taken from ore mine or orbit or the mine. They were cast in the pit. Then they were beaten out of shape by hammering. They were cut and filed. Then they were getting some shape and they become the machine. Then they were tooled and goes to fit. Okay. Here the first stanza, machines are talking to us. Who is the listeners? The readers. We are the listeners. Machines are talking to us how the machines originated. So we go to second stanza. Some water, coal and oil is all we ask, and 1,000 of an inch to give us play. And now if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 24 hours a day. Here the machines are saying how they are working. By pouring water or by using coal or oil, they are working. So they are saying machines ask only for some water, coal and oil. We are asking for working what for energy what we are taking? We are taking food. Likewise, machines are taking water, coal, oil. So machines are saying the machines ask only for some water. Can you say something working with water? Steam engine. Yes. Tidal power station, turbine and all working with water. Okay, some water, coal and oil, all we ask. What machines are asking? Machines are asking water, coal and oil and 1,000 of an inch to give us play. It takes only a fraction of 1,000 to make them work. Machines are very speedy. So in olden days, we are grinding in mortar. Now we can go to mill or grind the wheat or rice. It is very fast. So machines are telling and 1,000 of an inch to give us play. That means once machines are fed with fuel, they are starting quickly. They can work very fast. And 1,000 of an inch to give us play. And now, if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 24 hours a day. If we set them on task means work, job, the machine will serve us 24 hours a day. Here, beautiful presentation. Serve you 24 hours a day. All through 24 hours, we can work. Machine can. Shall we work without taking rest for 24 hours? 1 or 2 days we can do, but not for all day. But machine is telling we can work whole 24 hours in a day. Here, some water, coal and oil is all we ask. The machines ask only for some water, then coal, oil and thousands of an inch to give us play. Machines take only a fraction of 1,000 to make them work. It can do its work very fast. And now if you will set us to our work, we will serve you 24 hours a day. The machines are telling they will serve us 24 hours a day. Are you clear? Okay, next stanza. We can pull and hold and push and lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. We can run and race, swim and fly and dive. We can see and hear and count and read and write. See, different types of machines there are. So, we can pull. Machine is saying we can pull. Machine can pull. Then, can you say some of the machines for pulling, pushing, lifting? Yes, crane. Okay. We can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. Here, crane. Then what are the things you are seeing? Tractor. Then we can pull, haul and push and lift and drive. For lifting what? Cranes we are using, or drive. Here the poet says that machines can do all sort of work. It is saying it can pull, haul, push, lift, drive. So all kind of works it can do. Okay. They can pull, drag, push, lift and drive. This third stanza poet is saying machine can do all sorts of work like pull, drag, push, lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. Then machine is saying we can also print. Printer, using printer, computer we are printing. Plow, tractor we are using. Driller we are using plow. Then weaving machine is there. Then heat and light. Electrical stove is there. Lights are there. So machine saying for dynamo we are getting energy, heat energy, light energy. So sorry children, they are saying we can print, plow, weave, heat and light. Okay, few machines pulling, pushing, lifting, driving, printing, plowing, reading and writing. Can you say some machines? Okay, crane for pulling and hauling, pushing we are using. Then printer. Okay, driving we are using car, cycle. Okay, computer for printing, for telegraph, telephone, everything we are using. We can print, plow, weave and heat and light. We can run and race and swim and fly and dive. Then what are the things they can do? They can run, race, swim, fly and dive. They can also, we can see and hear and count and read and write. The fourth line in this stanza, can you say which machine is doing these things? See, hear, count, read and write. What it is? Yes, it is computer. They can run, race, swim, diving machine is there, fly and dive. They can also see, hear, count, read and write. All these tasks were done earlier by humans in olden times. We are doing, human beings only do these things. Because of the scientific inventions, we came to science age. So, automation and machines, it make our life very easy. So, here this is a conversation between, machine is talking to us. We are the listeners. Those who are reading the poem are the listeners. Machine is saying it can do all sort of work. What are the works they are doing? Pull, drag, push, lift, drive, then print, plow, weave, heat and light. Then they are doing run, swim, fly, dive. Then they are seeing, hearing, counting, reading and writing. So, all these tasks were done earlier by human beings. Now, machines make our life very easy. Okay. Next stanza. But remember, please, the law by which we live. We are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. See, now machines are using, what are the benefits of machines? But now machine is saying some drawbacks for it. What it is? But remember, please, human beings or people, you listen. The law by which we live, we are not built to comprehend a lie. We have to remember the law by which we live. Whenever we are doing some mistake, what we will, what my parents will think, what my teachers will think. Likewise, we are thinking because we have thinking power. But machine is saying we have to remember the law by which we live. While we are giving the instruction only, it is keeping. Okay, we are not built to comprehend a lie. Machines are built to grasp a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. We have no affection. Whenever a baby or a child is doing a mistake, mother is punishing him. Then also she has some affection towards him or her, and this is she is my daughter, he is my son. Likewise, it is parents are thinking, and you are not. But machine is saying, I can't identify that love. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. They have no emotions or feelings. Humans have emotions. Whenever we get joy, we become happy, we laugh. Whenever we get sad, we are crying. Then whenever getting first rank, you are enjoying. Likewise, some emotions, feelings were there. But machine has no feelings. We have no emotions or feeling. And they don't pity anyone or forgive them. Whenever, that only I told, whenever you are doing some mistake, your parents certainly they will punish or scold you. But they will forgive you. Mannikina gunam, affection. These are the feelings for humans only, not for machines. So, poet saying, they have no emotions or feelings. They don't pity anyone or forgive them. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. If we make a slight mistake in handling them, some machines, if you are making mistake in handling the machine, what will happen? Some accident will happen. Sometimes you could even die. See, human beings, they have emotions. They will stop and they can feel, they can forgive. But if you have a slip means here slight mistake. If you do some mistake, some accident will happen. If you are handling mistaken, you could even die. This is the drawback of machine. Okay, what is the drawback of machine? They have no emotions or feeling like human beings. They don't pity anyone or forgive anybody. If we do any slight mistake in handling them, you could even die. Okay. Last stanza. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, it will vanish and stars will shine again. Because for all our power and weight and size, we are nothing more than children of your brain. Here, machines, finally it is saying, we are doing everything. We are capable of great deeds. We are very fast, but we are nothing more than the creations of human brain. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, machines are imperfect and nature always wins over. Here, machines are in Miraculous creation. See, human beings are the miraculous, wonderful creations of the God. Machine is saying it is not made by God. Who is creating machine? Yes, it is man-made only. But human beings we are the creations of the great God. So it is wonderful. Here, machine is saying, so while working the machine, smoke will come and it will hide the heavens from your eyes. Heaven, we are believing heaven is in high, after sky only. So, poet is saying, though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, it will vanish. It will vanish to sky and the stars will shine again, because for all our power and weight and size, they are nothing. Machines are saying we are nothing. We have power, we are very fast, we are weight, we have size, but we are nothing more than the creation of the human brain. You are the creations of the God, great God. So human brain is better than machine. Machine is accepting that. Okay, I hope all of you understood the poem. Here some words about the author. Rudyard Kipling was born on December 30, 1865 in Bombay, India. He was born in India, but he was educated in England, but returned to India in 1882. After education, he came back to India in 1882. A decade means period of 10 years. A decade later, Kipling married Caroline Balestier and settled in Brattleboro, Vermont, where he wrote the Jungle Book. You know Jungle Book, did you see? What's that? Rudyard Kipling is the author of Jungle Book, among a host of other works that made him hugely successful. Lot of works he done, but Jungle Book made him very hugely successful renunciation for him. Kipling was the recipient of the 1907 Nobel Prize in Literature. He got 1907 Nobel Prize. He died in 1936. Okay, Jungle Book. Through Jungle Book, you can remember Rudyard Kipling, and here he has given a beautiful poem, The Secret of the Machine. And my dear children, it is a memoriter. You learn very well. Okay, children, thank you.